Live. Right now, it's time. Please make welcome your host for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Red Hickey.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're here inside Visit Knoxville, and you too can feel free to come join us if you like. But if you can't be here with us, know that you can jump on over there to the WDVX YouTube channel or our Facebook, where it is streaming live right now, or you can watch it. You can watch it back at your leisure as well. So today's show's just a little bit different than some. And, acting in radio, it's kind of, doesn't work particularly well, But when it's a musical, it does work well, And we've got this fabulous staff here with us today. It is, I want you all to give a great big welcome to the company of the production of Knoxville from the Clarence Brown Theater. So today on the show, we're going to start our show talking a little bit about the production of Knoxville. And here with us today is Josh Rhodes. Josh is a Broadway director. Oh.
I'm Jason Daniel, and I'm the
star,
one of the stars of the show.
I'm so sorry, Jason.
I'm the spokesperson for the show.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, sorry, I was told Josh was going to be talking.
That's okay. I know it's very disappointing, but
no.
I'll do my best to step into Josh's shoes.
So you're Jason Daniel. Is it Daniel or Daniel?
It is Daniel-y.
Daniel.
Like, it rhymes with annually, manually, and cocker spaniel-y.
Jason Daniel. Yeah. So, tell us more about this production. Now, we were talking before the show, and so let's see a raise of hands in the audience. How many folks are from Knoxville? Okay.
Almost everybody.
So you got a pretty good grip on who James A.G. is, but there's plenty of people out there in this world who aren't familiar with James A.G. So tell us a little bit about that, but also about the new production of Knoxville.
Sure. Well, many people, as you said, who are locals in Knoxville probably know who James A.G. was. He was a novelist, a journalist, a film critic, and also a screenplay writer. He wrote the screenplay, which he won an Academy Award for The African Queen. He also wrote Let Us Now Praise Famous Men, which was a photojournalist document that changed the way the journalism took place. Back during the Dust Bowl, he, and I'm drawing a blank on the photographer's name, but went to Oklahoma. Walker Evans, there we go. Thank you so much. So that really established his place as a serious journalist, a screenplay writer, as I said, a film critic, and then this piece, the novel A Death in the Family, which he had been working on for years. It was about himself growing up in Knoxville in 1917, when he was 6 years old. And it talks about, he lived up on Fort Sanders, thank you very much. At least I knew it was a fort, on Highland Avenue with his mother and his father. And when he was 6 years old, his father was in a car accident, a very fluke car accident. He was traveling up to La Follette to visit his parents. His father was ailing. And so on his way back home to Knoxville, he had a car accident and he died. And the story revolves around what the family went through the grief and the loss of someone that they loved dearly, especially a 6-year-old boy. And as I said, James A.G., he lived here for a little while. Then he moved out east with his mother and stepfather, went to Harvard, and made quite a name for himself. But he had always wanted to tell this story. He wrote over 200 pages of this novel, and it was not published until after he passed away of a heart attack in a taxi cab on the way to his doctor in New York City. His publisher took the piece, edited it, published it, and the very next year it won the Pulitzer Prize for Literature. So this is the story of Little Rufus, and it's also based on a Pulitzer Award-winning play called All the Way Home that Tad Moselle wrote for Broadway in 1961 or 2. It was also made into a film with Robert Preston, which was shot here on location in Knoxville. So it is a storied past in telling this story. There's a famous Samuel Barber classical music piece, but the great late Frank Galati, a director from Chicago and New York, decided that he wanted to adapt this. It had been a life mission for him to put this piece together on stage. And he had an experience and a relationship with the composing team, Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty, the lyricist and composer. They worked on the musical Ragtime, based on the E.L. Doctorow novel as well. So there's a lot of literature steeped in this writing team of Galati, Ahrens, and Flaherty. And the way that they tell the story is they've asked me, or they've written the character of the author, James Agee, that's who I play. And he's in New York City in the 1950s, struggling to write about this piece that he has lived with his whole life, losing sleep, depression, a real life journey, a pilgrimage through his whole life. So I think it's a very beautiful and crafty way of intertwining the two stories together. That's the gist. We have a few songs to share with you this afternoon too.
And just when you mentioned the Fort Sanders connection there, which is just right up the street, obviously, there is a James Agee Park there now. Yeah,
just a block away from the house,
right,
where the house was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna hear some of this.
So I'd like to introduce the folks here up on the stage with me. I'm going to introduce them in order of the way they'll be singing. To my left is Alan Chandler, who plays Jay Follett, who plays the father. I'm Jason Daniely, as I said. To my far left is Lily Thomas. Sitting here in the front row, who's going to join us in a little bit, is McKinley Merritt. Behind me is Evie Andrus, a local favorite, and also in the show with us, and our music director and conductor, Ming Aldrich Khan. So Alan's going to, as I said, he plays the father, and in this show, it's a memory play, so I float around remembering these episodes of this story, sometimes writing it for them, sometimes being surprised by, oh, I forgot that took place. And one of the early moments in the show, Alan, who plays Jay, is sitting on a park bench with little 6-year-old Rufus, watching the trains come out of the L&N depot and dreaming of going off on adventures in life.
Son, father to son, you have so many years yet to go. More moons on the rise, and more trains in the valley below. A whole world yet to learn, a land yet to be. You've barely begun. Wait and see, take it from me, father to son. When I was your size, how I loved hearing trains passing through. Love those long wailing goodbyes. I can see in your eyes you do too. Feels like wanting to go, wanting to stay, all rolled into one. Train arrives, so do our lives. Now we're sitting here shoulder to the shoulder. Just you wait, son, time will fly. Would you look now, you're 5 seconds older, and so am I. Tell your son, father to son, time will come when you'll go where you're led, on some train bound for surprise, with a sky full of stars overhead. Then you'll know how it feels, rails and the wheels, and time to outrun. Wait and see, take it from me. Take it from me, father to son.
So we're at the Clarence Theater, which is on the campus of UT, and I neglected to say that several of our cast members are students and professors at the university, which is great for us New York professionals to come in and be taught a lesson. to also share this experience with them. McKinley is a student who will be singing in just a moment. She graduated. She was that good.
They let her go home.
That's right. I remember that now.
Evie's a student.
Evie's a grad student. That's right. She's that good. So, as I mentioned, I play James Agee, the author, and as I'm reflecting on this story, I find a lot of parallels and likenesses with my father. That which is this desire to get out and wander. Sometimes leaving the family behind, not knowing where we are for a couple of days at a time. But it's this wanderlust that kind of haunts the two of us and excites us. Mm-hmm. But the balance of home that sort of keeps us coming back is what this next song is about.
Outside your window is nothing but night, night pushing in like the sea. Something inside you feels open and bright, facing such infinity. You must go, you must go.
Coffee on the air and someone pausing on the stair, as if she couldn't bear to know what she knows you'll choose.
You must go. Outside your window, the road leads away.
Inside you is yearning to stay, safe in the light where you are.
Even so, you must go. But then it calls you back once more. This world of solid walls and floor, this world of razor blades, collars and stubborn ties. A dish is taken from a shelf, and someone's humming to herself, as if she's trying to pretend not to realize.
your soul you cannot name.
Something like a horse that can't be broken, or a thirst you cannot tame. And yet it always holds you near, this world of ones you hold so dear, this world of scrambled eggs, children and common thread. But now and then you feel the war, the needing less and wanting more, some combination of what's lost and what lies ahead. You must go. Outside your window there's wind in the trees, inside the warmth of a bed. Something they tell you at moments like these runs like a song through your head.
Not a prayer,
No,
more like rhyme.
everybody's got to go. Sometime.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm singing next, and I play a character named Victoria. And Victoria's role in this show is a friend of Mary, who's the mother of Rufus, and also babysitter to Rufus. Victoria just got into college. In this version, I am in college. I'm going to college, baby. But in this specific song that I'm singing, in the song that I sing in this show, is a moment of allowing Rufus, who has, by this point of the show, had this full experience of seeing his father pass and learning this information, but hasn't fully processed this information. And this specific moment in the show is a moment that just kind of allows him to feel his feelings, and I think the song explains it so well and so succinctly, so I feel really lucky to sing this song every day until the 22nd. Talking to you just like a grown-up. Here's what I know, and here's what I see. Tears in your eyes, well, that's no surprise. It's simple biology. Things that we feel, things that we're made of, the beat of your heart, the birds in a tree, God's tiny things with whiskers and wings. It's simple biology. People come and people go, and so do stars and seasons. We ask why and try to know, but heaven has its reasons. Promise you this, things will get better. Sky's gonna clear mysteriously. Maybe for now we won't worry how. Baby, you lean on me. Go on and cry. That's simple biology. Simple biology.
are finally getting wise, and he cries for a black dress. A woman needs a black dress, as certain as life, as solemn as a distant drum. That little dumb always be some darkness between husband and wife. It'll come, it'll come, it'll come. I wore white on the day that he said he'd have and hold me. White lace dreams for the day fade to gray when you learn what it means to have and hold. Learn what it means to put your dreams away. And you learn how to do what must be done and don't ever question why. Battles you fight are never won. Why bother to try? Learn what it means to have a son and tell him goodbye. And a dress is the only thing you got. This is a woman's lot until you die. A woman needs a black dress, the color of rage, the color of a raven's wing. Like anything, wrap myself in darkness and fly from my cage. And I'd sing, oh I'd sing, how I'd sing. And if there comes a morning his soul should depart, and he's lying cold in bed, die little dead, fall away my black dress and unfold my heart in the dress that I wear. Will be red. I wish I had a black dress.
Well, it's cast members from the musical Knoxville with us quickly. I need to mention that support for the WDVX Blue Plate special does come from Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It's where we have the big plate on Fridays. This Friday, Blake Christiana and Zach Russell will be with us. You can find information about that at WDVX.com. Also, support comes from the Senior Financial Group, your neighborhood Medicare partner. For more than 30 years, Senior Financial Group's been on a mission to make Medicare more affordable. Information and assistance available at sfgmedicare.com and 865-777-0153. Y'all, it is cast members from the production of Knoxville. The production will be going on through the 22nd of this month. ClarenceBrownTheater.com is where you find more information and tickets as well. Jason, thank you for leading us through this process here today. Because,
Absolutely, it's a pleasure.
Because if you haven't seen it, we wouldn't quite know what was going on up there. So you've kind of taken us on
True.
on a little.
That's the beautiful thing about an original musical, right? No one's experienced this music ever before. It's not Oklahoma. It's not Annie. It's brand new music written, hopefully, with an authentic sound for this region, and to tell a story about one of your greatest Southern literature authors, James Agee.
So y'all, it's not it's not every day we get Broadway actors, on the Blue Plate special. So you might want to shake and howdy with them after the show, and certainly thank them for being here with us today. Are you going to leave us with one last one?
Yes. So as I mentioned, the narrator role sort of sneaks in and out of the shadows, being told the story that he didn't quite remember. And toward the end of the play, after he had a moment with his mother at the gravesite, he, James Agee, finds a moment with his younger 6-year-old self, Rufus. Rufus actually looks at him, sees him from the past, and coaxes from him some memory that he says, something fluttering in the corner of my memory. I can't quite recall what it is. And Rufus says, think, the clouds, you were at the grave, we were at the gravesite, it was cloudy, the clouds moved away, the sun came out, and what happened? And I say, all this time, all these years, and I'm only now remembering.
A butterfly from who knows where. As prayers begin, it flutters in and lands right there. It beats its wings above his heart, all black and gold, so frail, so bold, and won't depart. Well, if I could be a believer, then I might say it was a sign. There's something here. There's something more. There's something fine, so pure and fine. The service ends. The sky turns blue. The coffin's lowered and the butterfly is too. Then like a soul, it takes its flight. I don't believe, but just this once, I might. If there are any such things as miracles, then that surely is miraculous. A butterfly.
Thank you, Red. Thank you all for coming out. Knoxville at the Clarence Brown Theater through September 22nd.
Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.
Doing a thank you for supporting live music on the WDVX Blue Plate Special, presented by Burley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue. Today's performance on our Facebook Live. Right now, it's time. Please make welcome your host for the Please make welcome your host.
Hey.
On the day that he said he'd have and hold me, wide lace dreams for the day. On the day that he said he'd have and hold me, wide lace dreams for the day. Fade to gray when you learn what it means to have and hold. Learn what it means to put your dreams away. On the day that he said he'd have and hold me, wide lace dreams for the day. Fade to
Old self, Rufus.
light, I never fade to gray when you learn what it means to have and hold. Learn what it means to put your dreams away. And you learn how to do what must be done and don't ever question why. Battles you fight are never won. Why bother to try? Learn what it means to have a son and tell him goodbye.
So frail, so
Broadway actors, you know.
who knows where.
All the way home.
Today is Josh. Hey, yo, welcome.
Life. Alan Chandler, who plays and all, remembering these episodes of this,
When you're
and I neglected
here and someone pausing on the stair as
Well, these words she said to me, yeah, she took me by the hand. If on earth we meet no more, we'll meet at God's right hand. Mother said, my dear boy, I hope to see you next year again. Fare you well, fare you well. So I left my dear old home. For a distant land to roam. Lonely pine standing on that hill. I wonder if you have eyes. Can you see where these mountains end? Or the birds as they fly by?